Hello and welcome back to day 30 of How to Fix the World in 80 Days, and today's subject is racism. Now, racism is a pretty controversial subject. Everyone's got their own opinions, their own experiences, and I won't be able to touch on everything, but I can certainly share with you my own experiences, and there are three things in particular that I felt I absolutely needed to talk about. 1. Does racism actually exist? 2. What is racism anyway? And 3. Can we ever truly get rid of racism? Now, it might seem ridiculous to some of you, but some people still don't think racism is a real thing. Really? So what I would say to you fine folk is go home, pick up a history book. Now I challenge you to find me one group that at some point didn't discriminate over another based on religion, skin color, or ethnicity. Go on, we can wait. Now once you get there, you'll probably acknowledge that, okay, racism did exist, but surely it doesn't exist anymore. I mean, it's not like history repeats itself. That would be crazy. I mean, after slavery was abolished, everyone started treating black people as equals, right? And after World War II, it's not like anyone wanted to annihilate Jewish people anymore, did they? And certainly, it won't be long before everyone agrees that all Muslims are not terrorists, right? No. So clearly, these people have no business being an educated discussion. So now that the children are gone, let's have a serious conversation. We know that racism is real. We know that it's a big problem, so why can't we get rid of it? I mean, it's not like we're not trying, and I think we should all agree that yes, we are seeing progress, but there's still so much racism out there. So when presented with a difficult situation, what we should do is maybe get back to basics. And what I want to do is figure out what is racism anymore, or what exactly is racist, because frankly, I'm having a hard time figuring it out. It used to be easy to point out a racist. Oh look, he's got the white hood on, he's a KKK. There's a racist, I should probably go walk on the other side of the road. Not that easy anymore. I mean, seriously, what is racist anymore? I mean, some people think this Halloween costume is racist. But did they really mean to offend Native Americans? Or was she maybe just trying to get laid? Some people think Black Lives Matter is racist, but do they mean only Black Lives Matter? Or is it rather just a show of solidarity for a marginalized group? If I assume that this person makes a great curry, am I a racist? Or maybe just a little bit hungry? These are not easy questions to answer. And yet, that's exactly what we do every time these controversies come up. We pretend that the world is simple, that we can divide it into two sides. Either you're racist or you're not. But I'm sorry, the world is not that simple. Ironically, it's not that black or white. I mean, probably a better way to look at racism would be to see it on a spectrum. I mean, we could literally give people a rank. So on one hand, you've got like genocide. If you do genocide, you're like a 100 level racist. On the other hand, you've got this cute little adorable baby, probably doesn't have a racist thought in his head, he would be a 0 level racist. Everyone else is somewhere in between. So here's the most important thing I could say to anyone who really wants to get rid of racism. Stop accusing people of being racist and start asking them, how racist are you? Just as importantly, how much racism can you personally deal with? Because I'll let you in on a little secret. We're all a little bit racist. And no, I don't mean that you're 100, or a 90, or an 80, or a 73. But can any of you really say that you're a 0 level racist? That you've never laughed at a racist joke? That you've never had a prejudiced thought in your head that even though you knew it was stupid, you still kind of laughed at it? Come on, man, humans are amazing in that we can be 99.9% genetically similar to every other human being on the planet. And yet, without fail, we will always find that 0.0001% difference, and that will be the only thing we can see. It doesn't matter if it's skin color, religion, hair color, gender, age, whatever. That will be the only thing that we see. That will come to define that entire person, because that's how tribal we really are. So the last question I asked was, can we ever truly get rid of racism? And the answer is no. We just like putting ourselves in groups too much. It doesn't matter if it's racism or sexism or whatever other kind of ism. Until we can get rid of prejudice, there will always be a little bit of racism. But maybe what we can do is start looking at, well, what can we actually do about that? And the only way I really see us doing that is to look at racism on a spectrum, okay? And that doesn't mean that I want to diminish your experiences or your suffering, okay? You've all had your own racist experiences, and I'm not one to tell you how much that matters and what score we should give that. But as a society, if we can stop saying, you're racist, you're not, and instead look and say, well, you know what? You're a 12 racist, I can deal with that. But if you're an 85, I can't do that. It's time to stop looking at the world as black and white. We need to change the conversation. If you ask anyone out there in the world, it's always more beautiful with a little bit of color.